Good morning, everybody. Gonna make sure that I'm actually live just for a second here, real quick. Yep, looks like I'm live. Let me just click on it. Yep, there I am. All right, guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. Today we are going to be addressing some of the issues people have been having with Remastered 2.0 installer. First of all, thanks so much, guys, for the support. Over 5,000 views on the installer video. That's pretty awesome. But today we're gonna be talking about some of the little quirks and stuff that you have to deal with this old game, and just kind of fix some of the issues that we've having. Mainly, we're going to address one of the biggest things that people have complained about is the FPS issue. So one of the smaller issues, though, is for some reason Windows Defender will flag the inject file as a virus, and I didn't go over that in my main, and I kind of mentioned it in my other video, but it didn't I didn't actually show you what you need to do. You just need to allow that file. So let's go ahead. This is a fresh computer. I just installed Jedi Knight on it, and so we're just going to see what it does. Windows Defender may flag it, may not. I don't know. It's just sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So let's go ahead. We'll just install it and see what happens. So I got the mod downloaded here on this computer here, and we're going to just go ahead and get her installed. All right, so let's just get her installed. Default directory there. That's another issue that people have been having that I should address as well. It is critical that you select the right folder for your mod. If you don't, I'm just going to bring this over here while we're waiting. This person here is getting this DLL missing error because they installed the mod in the wrong folder. So it's been installed in the wrong folder. That's how you can tell, because the DLL file is not there. So they need to make sure they double check where they're installing the mod. You need to install this mod in the Jedi Knight Directory. So whatever game version you have, GOG, Steam, CD, you need to make sure that you open up that README file. And even then, the README file may be wrong. Like, you may have it in a different location altogether from the README file. So you need to track down your specific one. So even if the README file says this location, you need to maybe verify that first to make sure that's actually the legitimate location. Otherwise, it's just going to create a new location there, and you're not going to know until you try to launch the game, and it's just going to give you that error. So we installed Jedi Knight Remastered. So here we go. Here it is. It's ready to roll on this new computer. But I'm pretty sure if I try to launch this, all right, oh yeah, let's configure the game here real quick though. Configuration. Yeah, here's another thing. You're gonna have to open it in Notepad. And then, yeah, be sure to not only change the stuff in the brackets, and then only change like true and false, and try not to put any spaces in here, or any or delete any of these tags. Like, don't delete this part. Only change the parts right here, like these numbers. Only change true or false here. I believe you can change this number, but I'm not sure 100% on that. So keep that one the same because I don't even know. You can change these numbers to false, or these to false or true or whatever. And then of course you can change this part to the EXEs in here. Another thing that we need to address too is, and it says it in the configuration guide, but do not configure the, do not put the original JK exe right here. I mean, it may work fine, but you're gonna have issues because this does not. This is the, I made it the installer so that way it'd be easy to uninstall. So that way, if you uninstalled it, it wouldn't affect your original exe file. So this is an untouched exe file. So if you put that in there, actually, let's see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen, but let's see what happens. It may work fine, but I don't recommend using the original JK. So this is not recommended. This is something that we might end up regretting doing. And then another thing is, if we try to, here, I'm going to actually copy this and put it in a backup folder, just in case the Windows Defender does happen to delete that when I try to launch the game. So let's see what happens when we, so I think another thing that you need to do too is make sure you go to compatibility mode and click run as administrator, because otherwise it's not gonna. All right, so let's see if we can launch this and see how it says. Okay, so we have a problem here. See, this is what's going to happen if you launch it with the original exe file. It's going to start complaining about some DLL files and all that kind of stuff. So as you can tell, it didn't work. So we need to go back into configuration, change this to one of the JKR.exe files. So wait, let me go back to our installation location so I can, so we need to change one of these to one of these ones. So JKR dash FOV 115. I like 115 FOV. All right, so that'll be good. And then let's change my resolution, 1920, 1080. That'll be good. And then I'm gonna change this to, I think, I'm not sure which way I like that, but it doesn't matter because this is just showing off what's going to happen. So the inject file is still there, so that's good. So let's see what happens now. Oh, it's still not going. Reinstall the program. The executable cannot process because the, okay, let's see what's going on here. I wonder if the, wonder if it just got installed wrong. I just installed the CD version, so I wonder if I just installed it wrong. Hold on a second, that doesn't make any sense. All right, let's see here. That's right now, so that's good. Open file location, inject, there it is. Code cannot be processed. So I'm wondering if, all right, let's check Windows Defender here. It's not showing anything. Yeah, it's actually not showing that it sees anything, so that's a good thing. But at the same time, some people you may get so you may have to allow the inject file. Okay, so let's so I may have just screwed it up where I have to reinstall it just because I tried to launch it with that. So now let's go ahead, we'll uninstall everything and reinstall it. Oh, that's the uninstalling guide. Okay. We need to go to the actual, actually we can, to uninstall the mod, all you have to do is open file location and then click uninstall there. So that'll uninstall Jedi Knight Remastered, and see how it just removes everything in that. And I made it so that it doesn't replace any of the files of the original game. So that way you can uninstall it and still play normal Jedi Knight if you so desire. So for some reason, and we'll delete that backup file too. So I don't know why it's actually allowing me to. Okay, so let's uninstall. Let's go to control panel. Or maybe, here, let me see if I can launch Jedi Knight without Jedi Knight. Oh, maybe that's why I'm having trouble. I didn't have DirectX installed. Okay, well, it's launch. Well, it's launching a little bit. Maybe that was my whole problem altogether, was not having DirectX installed there. So let's see what happens now. Let's reinstall Jedi Knight Remastered. First, I'm gonna show you what happens. Let's see what happens if you don't install it in the right location. How about we try that? So let's just do this, and then let's say we were like, oh, wait a minute, I need to change that, but then you accidentally installed it on the desktop. So let's see what happens here. We'll install it there, and then we'll try to launch it and see what happens. So the frame rate issue too, we're going to address that here in just a little bit. But for some reason, so the clunkiness of this old game, so unfortunately, even though we've sort of made it possible to do more than 30 frames per second, the game still kind of runs on 30 frames per second. So when you play the game, it just kind of messes up. So there's this program called oh, whoops, opening it too many times there. This program called RivaTuner statistics server, and basically you just have to add the exe of the one version that you're using, so the JKR-fovXXX. So you just click add, and when you'd add, you could probably just add all of them, to be honest. You'd add that one or whatever, you know, just add whatever one that you use. And basically what you need to do is you need to restrict it to 40 frames per second. because the game just can't keep up with the higher frame rate. So, and I'll show you what that looks like later. But yeah, you can just add that, and then you'll just have to put a limit here of 40 right there, and then it should be pretty good. All right, so that's done installing. So let's see what happens when we try to. So obviously we know it's not going to work, so let's just try to see what happens. So yeah, see, it's doing the same thing that it did to us before. It's complaining about a whole bunch of DLL files. So it's probably, I don't know, I probably messed up the Jedi Knight installation here. I'm thinking, let me see. Yeah, because I don't see, let me check my folder on my main computer here and double check to see what's going on here. So let's see, Steam. No, not Steam. CD, LucasArts, Jedi Knight. There's a few DLL files, but let's see the ones that they're complaining about. All right, well, let's uninstall it again and reinstall in the right location, because obviously this isn't the right location. So uninstall. Okay, completely removed. Everything's gone out of that test folder. I'm kind of wondering if I should uninstall that too again to see, but let me see here real quick. So I don't know if that looks legit or not, because, oh yeah. So let's do that. And then let's do this. And then I'm going to uninstall Jedi Knight Remastered on my main computer. Well, hold on, let me, oh shoot. Hold on, guys. Hold on just a minute. All right, guys, so let's see what's going on here. Let's see. So let's see about running the game with the frame limit. So we limited the frame rate to 40. So let's see what happens when we open it up. So let's see. Configuration guide, Jedi Knight Remastered. So we limited the frame rate. It should, let's see what happens. It should run a lot smoother now, but we'll see what it looks like. Yeah, notice how up in the corner there, it shows it's limited to 40. So it's not going over there. And yes, it's so much smoother. Ah! So, pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and abort that. And then, so yeah, that's the RivaTuner. That's how you can fix the frame rate issues. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then, so let's go back to our thing here and figure out, let's go ahead and install Remastered again, see what happens. Because I think it's right. Maybe I didn't install it in the right location. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So yeah, you definitely don't want to run the game with the original Jedi Knight thing there. So yeah, default location, it should be fine. Wait, let me check on that though. See, I need to verify to make sure. But yep, that is indeed, the game is there, so it should be good. So let's go ahead and install the game. So yeah, that's another important thing, that you need to make sure you install it in the right location. Alrighty, guys. Alright. Whoops. Let me see if anyone's here. I don't have the chat open. Yep, no one's here. That's alright though. You guys can watch this later after I am out of here. I actually have to get going here soon. But that addresses some of the issues there for you guys. Especially the FPS issue. I know that's been yeah, if you limit that frame rate, it's so much smoother. It's so much smoother. I know there's some other issues too. Let me check here. Let me look here real quick at. There's some other people who've talked about the muzzle flash issue. So yeah, let me talk about that real quick. So a user, so that's successfully, yeah, let's go ahead. So it's successfully installed. We'll talk about that muzzle issue here in a second. So let's see what happens when we run the inject now. So it's not working. I don't know, something messed up with my installation. So I'll have to figure out what's going on with that. It's installing in the right place, but I think the whole thing is just not installed right. So that's another thing that you might run into. You just have to uninstall the whole game and reinstall everything. So, and that's another thing too. This is a fresh install on a new computer. I just may not have everything I need, I guess. I don't know. So let's just uninstall Jedi Knight as well. So it's completely gone now. So maybe I'll try to reinstall that later. I have to get going to work though, so I'm gonna head out here soon. So, but I do want to, let's go ahead and just close out of that. And then, so we addressed the frame rate issue, and that was cool. That's how you do that, guys. I'll leave a link in the description of the RivaTuner, so you can go install that. And it's pretty simple. All you have to do is just add the frame rate part right there. Let me actually open that back up so I can show you guys. And then we'll click show. So yeah, so the settings that I have are these right here. If you don't want that frame rate thing in the corner, you just turn that off. But that just shows you like where the frame rate's at when you're in there, so you can have that on if you want. But if you limit it to that 40, it tends to work a lot better, just because of the fact that the game is old, and yeah, it wasn't really developed to run at a higher FPS. So, but anyways, there's another issue. Let me see if I can bring up the person's YouTube channel. This guy, where they have that muzzle flash, and the guy actually troubleshooted and figured it out. When you turn the brightness level down to 0, it works fine, but it's still, then the game's really dark. So how do you fix that? So apparently you look at what he said here. We can bring his, well, wait a minute, wrong thing. Bring his comment over here. It looks like he changed the brightness settings in the NVIDIA control panel. So if we do that here, let me take a look here. NVIDIA control panel, bring that up. and you go to video color settings, and I'm assuming you're probably going to have to check edit with NVIDIA, and then from there you can just adjust the settings to make it or wherever it needs to be at. So higher or lower, I don't know what setting you need to set it at, but I'm assuming you probably should just check with NVIDIA, and then you just adjust the brightness to what you need to do. For some reason mine, I don't have that issue, so mine works fine normal. But if you have a NVIDIA graphics card, you may have this issue. You may need to just check that. If you're having the issue with another graphics card, I don't know, maybe you can do the same trick with the other type of graphics card. You bring up the control panel, make it, and do the same thing. I don't know. It's just one of those things. You just gotta, I don't know all the issues, guys, so you're just gonna have to like figure out, troubleshoot yourself, and I'm not gonna save those settings. So yeah, that's how you fix some of those issues. I don't know what happened to that computer. I guess I just didn't install the game right or whatnot, but yeah, if you're having those DLL issues, then I would say you definitely should probably uninstall, reinstall the game, and definitely make sure you're installing it to the right folder. I definitely don't use the regular Jedi Knight .exe in the configuration guide. Use the JKR-fovXXX, etc. And not all this is in the guide, so it's critical, guys, that you read the configuration guide. It goes over all kinds of stuff, especially like some of the other things. There is some other issues, like with the GOG version. I've noticed, well, I guess I haven't really noticed on, well, I'm pretty sure it's probably still an issue because it's part of, it's an actual game issue. It's not a Jedi Knight Remastered issue. But for some reason on the GOG version of the game, when you get to level 6, when you try to save games, it like messes up and the game saves become corrupt. You can't load them and whatnot. I'm not sure where the fix is on that. I'm pretty sure there's a fix because on the Steam version of the game, I don't get that issue. I don't have that issue on the Steam version, so I'm pretty sure the Steam version has been patched somehow. So I'll have to look into that one, and I'll let you guys know about that one. And I don't know if it does that on the CD version or not. But anyways, guys, I gotta get going. So thank you for tuning in. This is some of the issues that we addressed here in the video, and I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. Let's go ahead and we'll hold on just a second. We'll cue that ending music here. Just a second. Let's see here. So yeah, guys, like, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any other issues, just comment down below and we'll try to figure them out for you guys. So I'll see you guys on the next one.